The sight before him terrified the man to the point of shock. A large bear dragging its freshly caught prey. On a deserted path through the forest, the bear tried to drag the poor animal deeper into the woods. But just seconds later, the man realized the animal was still alive and struggling. Unable to stand by and watch, he immediately honked his horn repeatedly, hoping the loud noise would make the bear give up. The approaching vehicle startled the bear, causing it to drop its prey and glare angrily before turning back into the forest. Waiting until the bear was out of sight, the man immediately got out of the car and ran to check on the small creature. He was astonished to realize it was a moose, only a few months old, emaciated, and severely injured. It had probably just survived a terrible attack and was only a hair's breadth away from death. Without hesitation, the man gently lifted the deer into his vehicle and took it home to continue its treatment. He called a veterinarian to come to his house to examine the animal because it was exhausted and almost unresponsive. Fortunately, the deer did not suffer any broken bones, only numerous bites, scratches, and general weakness after the attack. The doctor administered IV fluids to stabilize it, while the man prepared milk and patiently fed it to the animal little by little. The deer trembled as it received the food, each small sip helping its body regain strength. In the following days, the man prepared nutritious meals for it and spent time caring for it. The deer gradually calmed down, began walking around the house, and then curiously explored the backyard garden. Although one leg is still limping due to pain, it can now move on its own and is no longer immobile as before. The man grew to love the animal more and more, treating it like a special member of the family. The deer also became attached to the man, often following him and always trying to stay close to him. Moose are one of the largest deer species in the world, with adults reaching impressive sizes and weights. They have long, strong legs, and adult males possess a distinctive pair of large horns that can grow very wide and replace themselves seasonally. Over time, the deer grew taller and more muscular, and the traces of the attack from years ago gradually faded into the past. 2 years have passed, and the tiny creature that once lay under the bear's claws has now grown into a giant moose. Its body was so large that a man could sit on its back during trips around the forest. The horns grew larger and larger, giving it a majestic appearance, but its personality remained gentle, and it was very close to its owner. Perhaps if the man hadn't happened to pass by that day, the story of the little deer would have had a completely different ending. Saving a life not only gives the animal a chance to live, but also creates a friendship that transcends all species differences.